Dear students, see last time we completed examples of chapter number 4 and we took some of the exercise numericals. But meanwhile, I got a query from a student that sir, please, we have to require more practice for component of vectors. Okay, so that's why today I revised the topics component of vector in 2 dimension. Okay, now all of you know that it is also a very important topic and it will be useful to in number of chapters. So that's why I want to revise this again. Now let us say first we talk of component of vector in 2 dimension. 3 dimension is not that much important in our syllabus. For that we have to generally use the analytical method only. Now let us say a vector is A and angle made is theta with the x-axis. Okay, so what is the component here? Ax, that is the x component, is A cos theta. See, how do we obtain this? Suppose I drop a perpendicular here. Okay, now this is vector A. Now see, whenever we write in modulus or like this, that shows the magnitude of vector. So we use the property of trigonometric property. See, that is triangle OPM cos theta is adjacent, that is OM upon OP. Now OM is nothing but component in x direction, that is a projection of vector A in x direction, that is length OM. Okay, that I call as AX upon OP is A, so AX is A cos theta. Okay, now see, by the same reasoning, sin theta is opposite side, that is PM upon OP. See, PM is nothing but the y component, that is AY, OP is A. Okay, now let me show another method. Let us say this angle is theta. What we can see from the diagram, that is ON and PM are same. Okay, now I want you to remember a simple formula, so that will make your work very easy. Now, right now, if this angle is theta, this will be complementary angle. You can see this is 90 minus theta. Okay, now let us say we talk of triangle ONP. Okay, see, cos 90 minus theta, okay, is adjacent, that is ON, and this is again a projection. PN is a projection on y-axis. Okay, PN is a perpendicular on y-axis. So, and OP is the hypotenuse. This angle is 90. You know the fact very well that see, in a right angle triangle, side opposite to the 90 degree is a hypotenuse, that is OP. Okay, now see the trigonometric property you are knowing well. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. ON is equal to PM is equal to AY upon A. AY is A sin theta. Okay, what you can see here, the result on obtained is same. So we should have a generalized formula. Okay, we should have a generalized formula. See, this is which is not mentioned in any of the textbook. But if you remember this well, it will be very easy for you. See, component of vector in any direction is product of magnitude of vector and cosine, that is our cos, of angle made with given direction. Okay, see, the component of vector in any direction is product of magnitude of the vector and cosine of the angle made with the given direction. See, recall our diagram again. See, this is OP is vector A, angle is theta here. Okay. Okay. Suppose I want AX. Okay. So what is the angle with the x-axis is theta. So cos theta is OM upon OP. OM is nothing but x component of it. Okay. Now, how this is valid for y component also? Okay. Let me draw the diagram little bit larger, so it will be easy for you to remember or understand. See our OP. Okay. Now see the angle with the x-axis is theta. Yeah, as we have discussed, these two are complementary angles, so this angle will be 90 minus theta. Okay. Now, see, this is our, earlier we talked of triangle OPM for obtain the x component. Okay. Now in triangle ONP, what is this angle? Cos 90 minus theta. What is this side? ON. And what is hypotenuse? OP. See, what we have used again, the angle cosine or cos only. See, actually it is cosine, okay, but we have done it cos. So, see, the cosine of 90 minus theta is equal to ON upon OP. Now cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, that is known to you. So that is ON is AY upon A sin theta. So, this is a generalized formula. Okay, that is a component of vector in any direction is equal to, or it is product of magnitude of the vector and cosine of the angle made with the given direction. So once you remember this, it will be very easy for you to divide component into vectors. Why? Because see, right now it is x and y is mentioned. Many times it will not be given. See here, one more thing, here the angle is given with the x-axis. Many times the angle with the y-axis may not be given. Okay, so in that case it will be easy. Now see, I take a simple example by which you can understand things very easily. See, suppose what we have seen in the last case, OP is vector A, theta is the angle made with the axis. But suppose a vector is like this. Let us vector magnitude is 10. Okay. Now here see, our AX is equal to A cos theta and AY is equal to A sin theta is valid only when the angle is made with the x-axis. But suppose, see, the condition is like this. See, what we see, the angle is given with the y-axis. So you cannot write AX is equal to A cos theta. Okay. So in that case, see, this method will be easy. Now, see, this is our y-axis. See, first I find out AY. Okay. by the definition, okay, okay, is magnitude is tan theta. See the angle with the y-axis. So ay is equal to a cos theta. Okay. Component of vector in any direction is product of magnitude of the vector and cosine of the angle made with the given direction. Now see here it is tan cos 30. Now you will say, sir, what you taught earlier is wrong. No, it is not wrong. See, by definition it is right. By definition it is right. Now see what happened. I want to find out the x component now. What you have to do if I want to find out the x component now? Now see, 30 is the angle with the y-axis. So what will be the angle with the x-axis now? 90 minus 30. 60. Okay. So what is our by definition? A cos theta. A is 10. Theta is 60. Why? See, by definition, component of vector in any direction is equal to product of the magnitude of the vector and cosine of the angle made with the given direction. So see our 10 cos 60. Fine. Okay. Now, or if you want to use our classical method, okay, simply you have to remember like this, you want to cram like this. Okay, x component is cos and y component is sine. In that case, you should make it clear, or it should be clear to you that the angle should be with the x-axis only. Okay, the angle made should be with the x-axis only. So by the same that, keeping in that mind, suppose I find out ax is a cos 60, then cos 60 is 1 by 2. Fine. Now see what I done. 30 was there, but angle with the x-axis is now 60. Now once you are converted into this form, then it can be easy for you. Okay. Now this will be our classical method, or what we have used the formula. You want to just remember the x is cos and y is sine. So in that case, see, it will be a sine 60, 10 into. See what you see that you get the same result. So this is how we can divide a vector into component. Now even then we are lucky here. See, we are given x-axis and y-axis. Okay, but many a times you will have to divide a vector into components which are parallel and perpendicular, okay, with the given direction. Okay, parallel and perpendicular to given direction. See a simple example. See, that we'll use number of times in the lesson number 5. Let us say here, see, a block is like this. Okay, block is like this. Now see the weight mg. Okay, there is a weight is a force that you know, the gravitational force acting on a body. Now this is a slope. The body is resting on a slope. Okay, now you can see here x-axis and y-axis are not given. See, you have to divide the force mg. Two component which is parallel to the slope. See, which is a component parallel to the slope will be like this. This is our parallel, okay, to the slope, and which is perpendicular will be like this. Okay. Now see, this angle is given as theta. Now divide the vector. There is mg is the force. Force is also a vector quantity. See, we have to divide force or weight mg into components parallel to slope See, in that case, see here the weight is mg. You have to divide the weight or a force into components. One which is parallel to the slope, and second is a perpendicular slope. Now you can see here x and y is not given. Also, see this is a vector. These are our direction. Let us say one direction that is parallel to the slope. Second is a perpendicular slope. Theta with that axis is also not given. Okay. Then our definition will work well. Again I reiterate. See, the component of vector in any direction is product of magnitude of the vector and cosine of the angle made with a given direction. Now see here, this angle is theta. Now this is a vector and this one is our direction and second is our direction. Okay, one is perpendicular to the slope. This line is perpendicular to the slope and this line is parallel to the slope. Now how do we can do these things very easily? See what we have done. See, the weight is always in the downward direction. You see this angle is theta. Now see the angle sum property. Theta 90. So what will be this angle? 90 minus theta. Again these two are complementary angle. So this angle is theta. Okay. Many times there will be a question in mind that how this angle theta has kept. I again explain. See, this is a perpendicular, so this is 90. Angle sum property, this triangle, sum of the three angles should be 180 that we have studied earlier. This will be 90 minus theta. Now you can see this also is a 90 degree. So complementary angle 90 minus theta and theta. So this angle. Okay. Now see our definition. Component of vector in any direction is equal to product of the vector, product of magnitude of the vector and cosine of the angle made with a given direction. Now let us say our mg. See what is the angle made with this direction? Theta. So this direction, this component will be mg cos theta. So the component perpendicular to slope or plane. Okay, and then it is very easy for you that one is cos and second is sine. Okay, now the component parallel to slope. Okay, now if this is theta, naturally you are going to write sine theta. Yes, you are right. Okay, now see, I stick to my definition. 90 minus theta angle. Now this is my direction, that is the second direction. This is component 2. Okay, this is my direction. What is this angle? 90 minus theta. So the component parallel to the slope is mg cos 90 minus theta or mg sin theta. Okay, now you can understand the importance of the refined definition of the component of vector. See, that is a component of vector in any direction is product of the magnitude of the vector and cosine of the angle made with the given direction. So naturally you can see here, divide weight force mg into two components. One which is perpendicular to the plane is mg cos theta, and this component, okay, you can write, okay, okay, now this is our mg. Okay, so this is how the thing can work. See, way to become very much clear. Why? Because this type of question, which are very important, you will study in lesson number 5, that is laws of motion. Okay, there this component of vector is a very useful concept we have to remember. Now, okay, that's why I thought we should have some revision sort of this. Okay, for component of vector. Now I think very easy for you. So you remember the definition, and you should have clear in mind that component of vector in any direction any direction is equal to product of magnitude of a vector and cosine angle with given. Okay, so component of vector in any direction is equal to product of the magnitude of the vector and cosine of the angle made with the given direction. Okay, that's why see when the angle given in the question or problem is with the x-axis, your work is literally very simple. But whenever it is not given, or also when x and y axis are not specified, okay, that was the case we have seen. The x and y were not mentioned nowhere. So this type of things will work very easily for you. Now see, as a practice, I give you some sums, okay, so you can find out the component of vector, okay, and solve with yourself. Okay, now one more thing we have to see that, see when a vector is in a given direction, okay, when in given direction or parallel to then its component in that direction, that particular will be maximum. And component on other direction okay. Now see when a component vector is in a given direction or axis or parallel to the given axis, see the component in that particular direction or axis will be maximum and the component on other direction will be 0. Now we take a simple example. Now let us say, see vector P has a magnitude of 4. Now see what you can see, it is lying on the x-axis. Okay, it is lying on the x-axis, or we can say it is parallel to x-axis. Okay, so what will be the x component of P? You can see that vector is parallel to the x-axis, so what is the angle with the x-axis? Will be 0. Okay, so what we have seen, see the x component of vector is maximum, that is equal to vector itself, and the component on the y-axis, that is other axis, is 0. Okay, so this is also we have to remember well. See when a vector is lying on an axis or it is parallel to given axis, see the component and that particular direction or axis will be maximum and component on the other direction is 0. Yeah, now okay, this you should keep in mind. Now I give you some question for practice. Also we have to remember this very well, our unit circle, trigonometric. Now see what is this? This is our unit circle. See those who are in the mathematics will have a less problem. Okay, but see our biology student, Okay, will require more practice for this. Now this is a unit circle, so the angle is 0. Okay, 90. Okay, now this angle is 0, 90, 180 and 270. See the basic information all of us has. Only thing to apply. Okay, now this is our first quadrant. Remember, in first quadrant both components will be positive. See, second quadrant, x will be negative and y will be positive. Third quadrant, x and y both will be negative. Fourth quadrant, x will be positive and y will be negative. Okay? Now, see, keeping in this mind, I give you a question which includes number of vectors. See, what you to find out the components. Okay. Okay. Okay, now these are the value which are taken. Okay, that is just for your practice. But see, vector A, magnitude is 10, angle is 30. Vector B, magnitude is 15, angle is 60. Vector C, magnitude is 18. D is magnitude is 12. CE is value is 30. F is 14. G is 17. F is 24. G is 32. H is 37. Now this is how their inclination or angle with the given axis is given. See, to find out component, see, write in a tabulated form, which I explained you earlier in the lectures, and try to solve this. See, next time we'll have a solution of this also. Thank you.